Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby! I don't know where I got this, baby, but I just love it. It gets my goat going, baby. Let's have a sip of that lemon water. Let's get it going on this Saturday night. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's bring the energy. Let's bring the fire. Let's bring the power. Shout out to all my lifers out there. Shout out to my lovers of life. Shout out to everybody that loves their life. Shout out to everybody that had a great day today. Shout out to my family, my kids, everyone out there in the world. Stay blessed. Shout out to all the dads out there having a good time with their families. Stay with their kids. Make their women happy. Do the right thing. Shout out to all the families out in the game. Shout out to the sons and daughters. Be a good son to your dad. Be a good daughter to your mom and dad, you know. Shout out to everybody here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's have a big gulp of that lemon water. Let's get it going. Let's get vibrant. Let's get excited. Let's get into the charts. We're going to talk about a little David Schwartz, Ripple CTO. We're going to have some fun today. We got some charts. We got some tweets. We got some action-packed structured show for you. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water and let's get it moving. Thank you so much for jumping on in, each and every one of you. Appreciate you all for being here. Let me jump on into this control room. Let me pop out the chat. See how y'all are doing on this beautiful night. Who's here? Who is here? Let me see who's here. Who is representing the livers? 308 people, 152 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. I do apologize today. I had to use a webcam, regular webcam. You know, if you use a DSLR like I do, I left it on all day. And then when I got back, it froze twice. They get so hot that they got to cool down. It takes like 20 to 30 minutes for them to cool down, so you really can't stream into that. So I always have a webcam as a background. I flipped a C922. You know, so that's what we're looking. We're looking at a Logitech C922. But you know what? Can you tell? Who here can tell the difference between that DSLR lens crispiness and the C922 Logitech? Let me know out there. I would love to know. I bet there's some aficionados out there looking at well in this giant double bottom. However, didn't really perform on the daily. They don't really give me the special sauce yet. Still something to think about, but didn't really give the special sauce solito. We're going to start with the beginning tweet now. Every day I'm going to try to do a tweet here. So I thought about something, you know, and it's, you know, what do you think about Patrick Byrne, who created Ravencoin? Is he a zero or a hero? Let me know. I want to think what you think about Patrick Byrne. I'll let you know what I think at the end of the stream. We'll have fun about it. Answer the tweet. Let me know. You might just get featured on the show. We'll call out your tweet. We'll talk about it. So answer that tweet. Let me know how you're doing. What I can also do is I can go to the tweet, take the link, and I can send that link right into the comment section. Make it real easy for you to click on that link and just jump on in and hit your replies to that tweet. Thank you so much for everyone out there who does do that. I greatly appreciate it. I have a lot of fun doing it. You guys bring me a lot of joy. So we'll get back to that tweet in a while. And follow me on Twitter. If you're not, at cryptolifer33, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, I am back on the gram, on Instagram. I'm finally back on the gram. Back on the gram. Back on the gram. Sorry, that's corny. No one wants to hear that. But I'm back on the gram. You know what I mean? I'm back on the gram. Full-time trader, full-time host, the real crypto lifer. Check me out, baby. And I have someone who is following me here. He's crypto lifer with an underscore at the end. He's not following me. He created a profile just like me. This guy's a creeper. 40,000 followers he's got. Okay? He's got 3,000 people he's following. All right? He's taking pictures of my family and friends. All right? He's taking videos of me. He's getting 12,000 views. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how he's doing this. He's getting more views than I get about me, which is kind of like, you know, it's not cool. He's stealing my posts, my inspirational videos, and then he's trying to sell you stuff on the back end. So be very careful. You would think this was me for sure, without a doubt. He has it full, nicely done. This is not me. I've been begging Instagram to take care of this. They don't seem to be listening. I'll have to kind of take it another step, but crypto lifer with an underscore at the end. Anyone that puts an underscore at the end, it's like, come on. You know what I mean? So I am different. I am the real crypto lifer. Okay? The real crypto lifer. So please, you know, if, you know, you're going to follow anyone, you got to follow the real crypto lifer. I'm just building my Instagram, you know, so that really bothers me, and I lose sleep at night over that stuff, but I got to move forward at the speed of light. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. All right. I know it's a little corny, but I just, Something's different about us. There's something different about us. We get back to the saved. I know what you want. I think you want, wait, crypto. I hit my saved. I think you want this. This is hot. No, oh, wait. This one's, I kind of like this. I see what this gives me with, you know. Okay, let's jump on into BTC. Saturday night, you know, the one night we don't have to look at the Dow Jones, the one night we can have some fun. This is the real Instagram. Please follow the account. Everybody, please follow our account. We're trying to get it up and running. Get to 1,000 people. We have 34,000 subscribers, so you think we could get at least up to 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people on the gram pretty fast. Help us boost that gram up. Help us boost that gram. To the up, Sammy, Grammy, to the upside. So look, you're in my trading group. I've been talking about the bigger channel. First thing I'm going to do is zoom out. Then we're going to zoom in, right? Who wants to zoom out? Start with the small. We'll start with the big, and then we'll bring you back into tighter moves. All right. So with that being said, let me actually really bring us out. All right. We're going to the all-time history index. We're going to the 2-week chart. All right. We're going to go to the monthly chart. All right. The monthly says that this is the best time for you to accumulating Bitcoin. Look, there's your monthly bottoms right here. There's your monthly bottom. You only have 1, 2, and here we are in the middle of a deep accumulation period. I tell you what. It's a good time for me personally. I don't know about you, but it's a good time for me personally to get into some Bitcoin. Look at swing up to swing up. But the RSI swung down. What is that right there? That is hidden bullish divergence, right? It will coincide with a low stochastic in confluence. Bing, ba-bing, okay? So I'm just saying, it tells you that you will make a high higher than the previous high, which it told you were 100% true. It did play out as such. So I look here again and I see a swing low to a swing low to the upside. I take the same trajectory from the swing low here and it's to the downside. I am low on the stochastics. Both of these will coincide with the MACD. Blue line curving up and the pink showing just like this. Also be riding some moving. The one thing that's not right now is the moving averages are a little too far apart. They need to get tighter again. I want to see some tightness in the moving averages, but that could bring us back up to the 21-day. Okay? So the monthly, which nobody really talks about, nobody goes over. Very bullish so far. You know, never really came back down to support, which is, look at the monthly support. No one talks about this either. 14K is the, because where does the monthly candle close? It's not really about the wicks. For me personally, it's where the candle closed on the monthly chart. I want to see that monthly, baby. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Calderonster, King of TA. Shout out to everybody here, man. Thank you so much. I love you, brother. Much respect to you and yours. How we doing on that tweet? What do you think about Patrick Byrne, who created Raven? Is he a zero or a hero? Wow, nobody replied yet. That's crazy. That's weird. Haven't seen that yet. Usually there's like a bunch of replies. I'm like, is something wrong? We are going over Bitcoin. People are enamored. You know what I mean? We got 2 likes, though. We'll see. We will see. So, bigger time frame. We're on the monthly chart for Bitcoin. We do see hidden bullish divergence. We see some green candles showing, you know, no signs, you know, and we see a slight bullish cross here. See that bullish cross? Double bottom on the monthly time frame. I'm not saying anything's guaranteed, but look, the double bottom and you move out. The double bottom and you move out. The double bottom, and you can slowly move on out. Now, this is a 4 or 5 year. This is like if I'm going to be in a 4 or 5 year old trade, like, or I'm going to trade for 4 or 5 years. This is what I'm looking at. All right, this is what I'm going for. All right. RSR pump. Ooh, RSR. Ooh. I replied, strange. Let's go. We got you, bro. She's like, stranger things have happened, Gina. Stranger things have happened. Look, no reply yet. So weird. Are we being... Because remember Patrick Byrne? They have... Yeah, so weird. Dude, Fly just getting busy again. We're going to get into that. Man, you people want the alts already. Look how hungry you are. Let's just peek at Fly just to keep your fancy. I just want to keep you guys hungry. All right? I want to give you what you want. Franklin. A little bit of Franklin in the game. Everybody wants some Ben Franks. I eat Ben Franks for dinner. Just eat them up. No. Wow, look at that pump too. Insanity on the 1 hour time frame. And we kind of called it, didn't we? I mean, we've been watching it closely. I kind of rebuilt this too. I draw this, I redrew this Franklin flying baby fly. And look at that. I just had this drawn. 16% gainers. Bang, bang, bang. Did I get that out to the crew as I redrew that? Please say I did. Money. No. Wreck. Watching money here. Dang. I redrew it. I saw a bit of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder here. Made it tight. Had it in waiting about, 40, 50, 60 minutes ago. Bang. This thing pops to the upside. Insanity. Fly. Apparently other people had the same idea as me. Fly. And look at this, dude. If I don't do it, that's why if you're in my trading group, look at my man James right here. Shout out to James. Fly. Time to shine again. Near the end of the flag. Look. He's learning what I'm teaching him. There's the shoulder. There's the head. Bang. So if you're in my trading group, you were given this trade. Like, another trader had you at 7:34 p.m. today. Fly. Hourly looking good. 7:28. Look at this. Fly. Breakout and retest. Flag. New flag. 0.618 touch. Like, my team is on point. Like, we have 800 eyes in the game. Right? Today, anyone scalp fly for quick ones. We've been in and out of fly. Fly, I'm out for 12%. Whoop, whoop. Laura held it down. 100% on fly gains, too. Bang. Man. My team put out fly. We nailed fly for gains in the trading group. 100% gains on fly. Money hit for 17% gains today. I put it in this tight channel. It would pop out of the channel. It would come back to break even, but if you know how to sell a limit order, 17% in 2 hours. Bang, bang, bang for money. And what is it? It's Monster Infinite, but money. Who doesn't like money, baby? Money, money, money. UOS was in this tight channel. It banged for 20% gains out of this. Actually, from the beginning, when I first really looked at it, it's up even more. But from this first here, when it broke out, it did broke out. I was projecting a flag, but this thing continued to bang on them to the upside. E3L would bang nicely out of this falling wedge to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Boom. And fly. Who could forget fly on September the 8th, posted by my elite, would go up for 93.3% gains. 93.3. That's a radio station in Boston. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. That is the Discord here. If you join my Discord just for free, and you jump on into the Discord, you will get access to the bootcamp, my Lifer Bootcamp, which gives you all my indicators, what I'm using, a video that teaches you exactly what you get inside of the Discord. I highly recommend everybody watches this. This will blow your mind. Just watch this video to find out what you get in the Discord if you were just thinking about it. I'll pin this message. I've never posted this before. This is what you get if you get into the Discord. And it just breaks down every single thing that we give you, all the tools, tips, and tricks, how to navigate the Discord. And you'll see how in-depth it is, what we give you, bang, bang, bang. For free, you can jump into the Discord and just access these videos that I made here in the Lifer Bootcamp. I want you to access my 5 essential tools, how to trade, right? The Crypto Lifer trading mindset, get started on crypto. Those 4 videos will change your life, get you going, get you started, get you motivated, and really take you to the next level. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I greatly, greatly welcome you, and I'm humbled to have you here. Thank you for jumping on in. So we've been looking at the monthly for Bitcoin. If you're just jumping on in, who's just jumping on into the live? Say, yeah, I'm a lifer. Who can't wait to become a crypto lifer? Who just found out what crypto is? Who just smelled the crypto roses, but they want to get into the crypto garden? Who wants to get their hands dirty and start growing? Who wants to plant seeds? Who wants to see all their plants grown next year that they planted this year in cryptocurrency? 2023 could be the biggest year. We're coming up at the end of this year. We're going to bang into 2023. And who knows? Development is on the move. Big projects are moving. We're seeing a lot of just, overall optimism for the space. We got NFTs, which are still making contacts. Samsung putting NFTs into their TV, making connections with big time. It's going to be big. What else do we got? We got the metaverse, which is blowing up and continuing to grow. It won't be fully functional, I believe, for 10 years. But that 10 years will go by faster than you believe. These are the times to watch the projects grow. Sand, I believe, will continue to build. We're not going anywhere. The metaverse will be here a long time from now. It's on its way into digital legacy, okay? On top of that, we have projects like Atom, like Cardano, that are moving at the speed of light and controlling the narrative of the space, right? And we have the ETH merge coming up, making the proof of stake, saying haha to anyone that thinks that ETH can't stay relevant in the game. So I see so much potential coming our way. I'm excited just off the top of my head without even reading an article and doing that much research. You could just feel the vibrance, feel the difference. This bear market is nothing like the past 2 or 3 that I've gone through in my life. So let's bring it on, baby. Let's get excited. So I see a little bit of hidden bullish divergence on the monthly chart. I'm showing you where we had it here before, and it would play out. And we're seeing it again for the second time here. These look similar to me. Does anyone think that these divergences look similar on the monthly? Or is it just moi? I'll move this up for you if you need a little bit of clarity. Sorry. Do these divergences on the monthly look similar to you? Okay? It's another thing I wanted to tweet. You know what I mean? Do these hidden bullish divergences look similar to you? You could say no, I'm a clown. I just want to hear what you have to say. You could troll me, do whatever you want. I just want to see what you got to say. Do these hidden bullish divergences look similar to you? I would love to know. I'm very, very curious. So Patrick Byrne asked Peter Griffin, I heard he's into crypto these days. That's a really good response. Patrick Byrne's a pretty good guy. Lois and me went out to dinner with him once in Cohawk. He was driving by. I saw his limousine. I knew it was Patrick. I said, Pat, can you please sign my buttocks? I'll do anything. He did it. It was amazing. Everyone in Cohawk took pictures. I made it in the paper. Patrick Byrne bending over. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think I fatted. But, besides that. So, I think he's a genius. Overstock was amazing. And it was an innovation in a time that was unheard of. A lot of us like him. We just need to figure out how to hone in on the skills. A lot of us think like him. Yep. I like this guy. That was a really good answer, man. Wow. I like this. That was beautiful. Don't know a lot about him specifically, but I like Raven and have spec mixed in with my graphics cards in prep of the merge. Ooh. You're the only hero I know. NFA. I love this girl. Wow. Let's retweet that. Also, retweet the tweet, please. We got a lot of people responding, but nobody retweets. See how I retweeted her? And I'm going to retweet him when he said, I really like what he just said. I'm going to retweet that. If you could retweet the tweet, it also gets it out there to the world, gets that algorithm kicking for Twitter. And then we can get Twitter to pull more people into the space. We'll have fun. We'll make a blast. We'll build this family one step at a time. Organic growth, baby. That's how it is. You create the growth with me together. So look, we're going to get back out of the monthly chart, all right? But there is some bullishness here. MACD showing its first white sign. Blue line curving here. Very low on the stochastics RSI and some hidden bullish divergence. Even if I take it all the way back here, even if you want to make it exact here like this, it's hidden bullish divergence. It really is. Tell me it's not. A specialist, an expert, anyone who's been trading for 10 years, let me know. Anyone here who's been trading for more than 10 years, besides me putting my hand up. Anyone who's been trading for more than 10 years. Put your hand up. Take a sip of lemon water if you've been trading for 10 years. If you've been trading for a minute, take a sip of lemon water. If you stared at me on the screen, take a sip of lemon water. If you're listening to this and you can't see me because you're at work or doing something working out, I know some of you are just listening like it's a podcast. Take a sip of the lemon water. We do put this out on a podcast. You can watch this or listen to us. Any episode we put out, we'll get a link from the team. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So we're going to keep moving here on a Saturday night. And we try to give you the big picture here for Bitcoin on these Saturday nights, on these fun weekend nights, because it's supposed to be a little different than the daily stream. We're all kicking it. For you, it might be different. You might be in Europe. It might be 3 in the morning. It might be 4 in the morning. It might be the afternoon. It might be the next day. I don't know. You might be in Japan waking up on a Sunday. I have no idea. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I love you all. I just want you to know I love each and every single one of you. You're awesome. Who here can tell that the camera is not as crispy as the DSLR? Or is it just as good? And you're like, you know what? If you didn't say anything, I never would have noticed. New Zealand. Sunny morning in Vietnam. And let's get into that chat. I'm just taking a look at what you're all saying here. Manny BBQ, we love you, man. How's that barbecue doing, man? That's a cool find, that monthly. Good stuff, man. Thank you so much, Manny John's BBQ. Anyone, if you ever get a chance to eat at Manny John's BBQ, check him out. I think he's in D.C. I could be wrong, man. Camera looks great. Shout out to Trevor, the cam. Sam, you will be handing out lemons for Halloween. Yep, definitely. Can be crispier, but it's okay. See? Not as crispy. Didn't notice. You can tell it's a little brighter to me. I'm drunk. I would be blurry no matter how crispy it is, my man. So, what do you think is going on, Lifer? What pattern do you see? No matter the quality of the show is great, bro. Thank you so much. I love you. The camera is good. Can you give me some opinions on Neoxo coin? No, I will not. I've never heard of it. I really don't care how your camera quality is. I more care about the knowledge you are sharing. Shout out to Drankin. Hey, I love it. I love it. I'm on my phone with the family, but the camera looks good to me. Hey. As long as we're here bringing it to you live, right? We even got XRP at 36 cents coming right below me right now. Look at that. XRP. Oh, there it goes. 36 cents by XRP. Wait, what's next? YFI. Can we get some Zilliquaha? A little Zilliquaha at almost 4 cents, 3 7/10 of a cent. Goodbye. And there's my 1 inch right there. There it is. That was for you, Gina. That happened just organically, and I just made it work. That's what you call improvisation, baby. That's gold. You can't make that stuff up. That is gold, baby, gold. I didn't practice that one. That one came fresh. Let's take a look at the 2-week chart, all right? 2-week chart also showing some signs of life, and the 2-week chart is where I really like to get busy. We stayed on here for a while, but this is where I really like to buy. Every time the 2-week gets this low, I'm just excited, and I get excited, you know? And also, we pretty much stay above. Usually, we go a little bit lower than the 100-day moving average. We stay somewhere between the 100 and the 200-day moving average. We stay in this gap space here, okay? Gapped space here. And we're super oversold on the stochastics RSI. If you stay towards the end, I'm going to show you something scary about the low grade of the logarithmic dark side. And if you don't know what the logarithmic dark side is, you may want to stick around. We're going to break it down for you and show you something that you may never seen before. The logarithmic dark side. Shh. You may not want to know. You may. Welcome to the dark side. All right, so anyway. Doesn't go with the music when I try to scare you. It's like, but then it's disco, baby. I can't get scared at the disco. I'm going to go dance again. I'm not scared of ghosts when I'm at the disco. Then I go outside. I'm like, oh my God, the music stopped. Run! All right, so we're looking here at the 2-week chart, all right? And again, oversold, and we have hidden bullish divergence here as well. You see what I'm saying? And honestly, we could get all the way down to 13K and still have hidden bullish. We would negate it at like 6,000 or 7,000, you know? So we could get a bounce off the 200 simple moving average on the 2-week. Now look, regaining the 200 simple on the weekly is extremely important. If Bitcoin can get back above this, the bulls can get a bounce here, and this can change the game. We also have a high volume node that's going to come in conjunction with that, and if we bump it up, we'll get to this one. We bump from this one, we'll get there. You can see we will skip to Malu through the high volume nodes just like we skipped down. Look, we were at this high volume node. We fell down. Where did we have to go? We had a little bit of consolidation there, and then we fell down to here. Let me delete all my nonsensical scribble, but you know, like a 3-year-old trading. But the idea is this, okay? What I don't like to see right now is this weekly chart, right? But it is curving. And it could be saying, hey, I'm about to go up for some weekly moves. And it could stay up here like this, and we could have a nice move out. Then it could come on down, and we could round our way out of here. And look, that's a giant cup and handle. I'm just projecting into the future. And what happens there, and I've been seeing this a lot lately, it's the giant cup and handle inside, you know? And look, you'd say, oh, hogwash. You know what I mean? But I'd be like, but I did it here. I did it right here. Okay? And I did the same exact thing here, and everyone thought I was insane. They really did. They did. They thought I was absolutely insane. I was drawing a cup and handle here with a measured move. Look. Saying we were about to blast back to 70K, and we hit this. I nailed it. I absolutely nailed it. I have the proof, too. I kind of have to go back and show you the proof, right? Who wants to see the proof? Does anyone want to see the proof? Because it's kind of fun. It was the greatest call I ever made in my life, and I have it in stone for the rest of my life. It better be there, actually. Even though I changed my profile name, it kept my profile, right? It didn't get rid of my... It didn't get rid of what I've said before in the past, right? Just because I changed my name. No. So look at this. October of 2019 was it? We'll find it. It was the golden call. Right here. My golden call of my entire life. October 4th of 2021. Little Sammy Price steps up to the plate. Little Sammy Price steps up. Little Sammy Price starts to do his little drawings. He's like, yo, I'm Picasso on the charts, man. Let me do my thing. Little Sammy starts learning what the cup and handy is. Yeah, look at the shoulder. Here's the head. There's the shoulder there. You got the cup. You got the handle. I drew my chart. I said, you know, by November 19th, I see Bitcoin at $69,000, $70,000. I saw this inverted starting to play out. I made the call bold as bold. I talked about it for days. I loved it. I stuck to it. Look to pop. Target 69,000 projection in a nice cup and handle. October 4th. You can't change these. They get set in stone by TradingView forever. You press play. You get to watch this play out. And you can see that I was shy. The day that it hit it was November 11th. I was shy 8 days to the call. And the crowd went wild. It was crazy. They were like, Sammy, cup and hand. He did it again. He did it again. And honestly, this was probably one of my most prolific moments of my life. Then I would go on to call the bearish divergence here and on the weekly and say this was probably the top, and we would dump. And we would begin to, you know, make some shorts and change the game. But these are the things that I've done. This is my legacy that I continue to grow every single day. And we do it here differently than everywhere else. So you may be a little like, what's going on here? But just keep coming back. Keep tuning in. These are the anomalies. This is something you won't see anywhere else here on this channel alone. We just do it a little bit differently, baby. All right? Just welcome to the club. And I'm here every single day. I haven't taken a day off since you saw that. You know what I mean? I've been grinding every single day, baby. Doing what I got to do to keep it moving. Mixing the special sauce in the kitchen every single night. So I love you all. Just join the stream. You got to go back to the beginning. You got to go back to the beginning. Get some, baby. Get some. You know what? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Dustin Kava. Gina, I know where you. Oh my God, Dustin Kava. Keep up the great vibes and thank you for all you do. Shout out to my man, Rin Tin Tin. We love you, brother. We love you and we hope that you and your family are well. Anyone that you love as well. Super chats for Limpo, LYM. We'll take a look at Limpo. Thank you so much. Funny little coin. Like, what a name, right? Let's call it Limpo. Thoughts on Limpo? Thanks for all you do. Shout out to Joker NYC for the $10 Super Chat Easies in the game. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the 486 people, 309 likes on a Saturday night. Man, we'll keep you more entertained than rewatching Trainspotting. Horrible movie. No, but, or Reservoir Dogs. How about that? Or no. Even bet. Pulp Fiction. All right? He got to be a charming pig. Now, a dog got charm, right? A dog got personality. A pig, he's like, that got to be one hell of a pig. A pig got to have a hell of a personality. What about a pig? What about a pig? I mean, that's a dog. A pig is a pig. Dog is a dog. Man, that pig gotta have one good personality. I love that line. Anyway, enough is enough. So look, the weekly, trying to flip here, trying to show signs of life, attempting to show signs of life here. This is a double bottom here on the weekly chart. Look at that, a giant double bottom. Bitcoin is holding its own right here with this high volume node. If it can get back above it, it's going to climb up to 24,000. And if it can break up, it's going to break back up to the 30K area. All right. It may even jettison all the way up here, like we say, to 42. Come back for some support at 25, 24, and then begin to make that right shoulder, which would also be a bit of a right, a handle out of a cup. So we're just projecting. I'm not guaranteeing any of this. You may just want to take a picture for later. I'll pause the screen So you can take a picture for later, put it on your desk, see if it plays out. This would be awesome if it does. It would be unreal. It would be prolific. But honestly, we've already made huge calls here on this channel when that's when a lot of big channels were claiming that was the bottom and we were on our way down the tubes. And I'm sitting there saying, making the call of my life, saying that we're going to 70K. I mean, I was off by 8 days. Whatever, I got lucky, I guess, you know. Who thinks this was luck? Who thinks I got lucky? No, I just want to know. In the comment section, who thinks I got lucky on this call? Who thinks it was being prepared? Who thinks it's because I don't take a day off? And who thinks it's just because when you grind, you get it? Let me know what you feel. I would love to know what you think in the comment section on the live stream. Was this complete luck? Like, you draw enough of them, you're going to just get one eventually. Like, you're just, right, not impressed. Or was this just the culmination of hard work every single day? You know what I'm saying? And just getting it in, you know? And is it the idea if you show up to work every day, you're bound to hit? You know what I mean? You're bound to hit eventually. So Bitcoin, we're going to talk about Bitcoin right now. As I see in the back of my eye, they're falling off here at that 21,800 area. We're going to take a look at BOOKMAP. We're going to show you how loaded BOOKMAP was. And there was just a lot of liquidity at 21,008 trying to sell Bitcoin off, like 1,000, almost 2,000 Bitcoins. So we're going to get into BOOKMAP. We're going to show you what we're seeing on the liquidity side. And we're going to kind of start zooming in here. So we've given you the weekly. We've given you the 2-week. We've shown you a bit of bullishness from hidden bullish divergence, but we've also seen, you know, that we're below the 200 simple, and it's not perfect. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at the ball. 1, 2, 3, boom. Thank you for putting some balls in the jar. Much appreciated to you and yours. That's very, very nice of you. God bless anyone that sends a tip to the tip jar. Very, very nice of you. It's also fun and cool. Also, sometimes I get a little thirsty and I'm like, you know what? I need a sip of the tip jar. You know what I mean? I need to get a sip of that tip jar. And so I go and I just grab it. All right. No, I really do. I'm like, let me get some of that tip jar. And, ooh. Oh, yeah. I have to make sure the tip jar is actually in front of the camera. But once it's in front of the camera, I grab it. I take a big sip. Quenches my thirst, baby. Thank you so much for giving me a sip of the tip jar. Appreciate that. So look, the 3-day starting to make a bit of a move. Last time the 3-day was here, we did a nice move to the upside. It just takes for fun. Just for fun. We've already did some fun stuff. I could have grabbed a fractal earlier too. Something I may want to do. See, and like, you know, not amazing, but we could bounce up and we could still even just get rejected by 25. We could make another move back to the upside here. This could also get elongated. I'd like to see it like actually break out. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's what I'm talking about. Something like that. You see? I'm not guaranteeing this. I'm just, you know, you were low on the 3-day, you bounce to the hard upside, you know, a little bit. Look, swing down to swing down. This is swing up to swing up. You got some bullish divergence on the 3-day chart. I mean, to see bullish divergence on the 3 days is pretty strong. And you got a double bottom. So what is bullish divergence? We went over hidden. What is bullish? You got to swing low to swing low. You're swinging to the downside. Here, you're swinging to the upside. You know what I mean? Not too shabby, as I say in the channel. Shout out to anybody listening. Shout out to everybody here on the live. If you're in any country, let me know where you're from. I love to find out in the chat where people are from. They always used to, they still do. They tell me where they're at, what they're doing. Thoughts on Limpo. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much for Joker NYC. I love that. It's obvious you work hard and smart, and you attract this for yourself from the universe, and we are benefiting from your cause. We choose to be the lifers. Shout out to Drankin. I love that. Baton Rouge, England, Detroit, the Philippines. Damn, in a minute. Maine, Morocco, Boulder, Australia, Toronto. Shout out to Bartholomew Smurfington, my man. My Cartesi brother. Shout out to Salt Lake City, England. Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. Medicine Hat, baby. I always thought that was such a funny name. Las Vegas, Nevada, thoughts on HNT, Super Chats, Limbo, Waves. Shout out to Dustin Calva in the house. Shout out to Japan, North Sentinel, Nepal, San Diego, Tangiers, Morocco, Minnesota, London, Edmonton, Florida, Zimbabwe, Pennsylvania, Ghana, God's country, baby. I love you. Shout out to Puerto Rock up in the land of no return. Shout out to Laura, the Netherlands, the Nethers, Boca Raton, Newcastle, Australia, Vancouver, Cleveland. Shout out to Dustin up in Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Tangier, Morocco. Another Moroccan. Alberta, Canada. Morocco, another Moroccan. Maryland, Portugal. Ooh, beautiful. Nepal, Mars. Denmark, Mars. He is from Mars. Shout out to Steve McDonough from Boston. North Korea, North Carolina. Montana, Alabama. South Carolina, Brazil. The devil from Ohio. Yikes. Croatia. The Netherlands, Morocco, Sandy, Utah, Latvia, California, El Salvador, Montreal, Mexico City. Ay, 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 ay. All right. Wow, it keeps going, though. That's insane. Wow. Virginia, Liferland, Palestine. I want to give everyone a shout-out. You know, Rohi, Roj, Zach, Maxine, Roy. Shout out to Silas. Shout out to Josh Brown. We love you, Josh. Gary. He likes Gary. Peru. Shout out to David F. Emery, my man. Shout out to Peter Englefield. We love you, Peter. Shout out to Master TT. Shout out to Khalid K. Shout out to Dustin, Justin, Alpha, Frankie Legend. Shout out to Jerome Sander, Dustin Washburn, and everybody here on the stream. Let's get back into the chat here. So look, an idea that the 3-day could make some gains, and what would be interesting, which I've seen before in my life, which is nuts, but it would be a slanted inverted head and shoulder. You see, like this. And I've seen those even break to the upside the length of their pole. Pause, right? And that would bring us back up here to about 37,000. So like, we're starting to get the hint, the idea that something could be brewing. No guarantees that we could dump tomorrow and end up at 13, 11K. I want to make that really clear. I don't want anyone to claim here, I just watched the cryptolifer. He's a moon boy. He just drew a bunch of lines and a fractal and guaranteed we were going to 37,000. I don't want anyone taking that from me. If that's what you're getting, again, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say should be taken as financial advice, but this is just entertainment purposes only, right? Please get a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. But the idea is I'm just projecting thoughts in my head. I want to show you the creative ideas in my mind that are going on. I'm just sharing you my creative energy. It's really what it is. You can take it or leave it however you want, and if you're entertained by it, have some fun. If not, hey, so be it. So here's an idea, thought process on the mind. You know what I mean? Just something to think about. And what I'll do is I'll label this, I'll call it, I want to make a room called Crazy Projection. But what I'll do is I'll put crazy projection and I'll hashtag this. And I'll just keep it. And then whenever I hashtag crazy projection in my Discord, I can go through all the nutty thoughts I had way before they happen and see if they play out. Yes. Contrarian view. I feel the same. Scroll through the 4-hour charts on the 3S tokens. Some of them at the 200 MA with low Stokes. Makes me think dumb. No beef because I'm not even close to the trader y'all are. No, but Evan Book, that's a really good sign. And we're probably going to do exactly what you're saying. That's really good advice. I love it. I mean, I can't take your advice. I guess no one can. Like each other's, I guess. We have to just do our own thing. But you just gave some good, a good idea for some insight into the charts. What is JSMY looking like to you? God is channeling through you, bro. Thank you so much, man. I love you. I hope so. In some way, shape, or form. I made a pact, and, I do my thing. When you are channeled by God, it's sometimes a lonely life, I will tell you, in a weird way. I don't know if I am. I feel kind of weird saying that. I don't want to be a charlatan, so, I don't want people, you know what I mean? I'm just a dude doing my thing, man. If God loves me, I pray he does, and I talk to God every day, and I ask for forgiveness and for gracefulness, and I just ask for love, really, and I ask for gratitude. I pray to God, and I say thank you for everything I have right now. Dear Lord, thank you for each and every one that comes to the live stream tonight. I'm so blessed to have them all here. Thank you for the $28.98 in Super Chats. It's such a blessing, that you would be able to send me money and things that I love to do on a Saturday night. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me. Thank you for this love, life, and the pursuit of happiness, and may I wake up tomorrow grateful again, and may I go to bed grateful and continue to just live in your grace, glory, and love all the people that you've created on this beautiful earth. Amen. And with that, let's just keep it moving. And, you know, so look, anyway, so Bitcoin on the daily, it's getting overbought. And what worries me right now is it's not above the zone. All right. So I have this set in stone. I can get rid of it now. But it's been written. I put it out there. I'm pretty sure no one else has drawn that. My TA is so unique. It's very rare that it's copied. And that's why I like it too. My TA is so unique. It's very, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see, oh yeah, by the way, I was on this other guy's channel and I saw an inverted head and shoulder inside a cup and handle with a twisted spin and a fractal on the way from the low, you know, I'm just not going to see it. And that's key, you know. So look, this is our resistance bar. Look, resistance, 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 resistance on the daily. And we're starting to get a red candle here, if I'm not mistaken. And we have a bit of tweezer tops now too. Let's bring this away. Oh, not this one, this one. That's my smaller range too. But yeah, I mean, we got tweezer tops forming here on the daily, and you're getting very overbought, about to get a bearish cross there. You know? And again, you could look at this shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You do have a node here, which is a good sign. If you can stay above the node, then we can be all right here. Weird. Oh man, look. I'm making lines 100 times over, they're not showing up because I have them off. I'm silly. I did it like 6 times. So look, we got a node here at 21,271. Okay. So, you know, we can dump on the daily. That's fine. Can we stay above the node is the question. We break this node, we're going right here. You see how easy that is? You know what I mean? Because there's no liquidity right here. So you don't really have anyone trying to catch you up. You know, you might bounce here 20,394, 20,400. Remember that area we had fun with? Oh my gosh. If the candle can't close above 20,000 short this, you know, we nailed that short. I mean, who here nailed that short? I said for a week and a half straight, if the candle can't close above this area, short it. We started the short at 22,000. Beautiful short to the downside. I mean, that was probably one of my most monumental short calls of my life. You know what I mean? And then if you miss this one, I called it again here, and we got it again. You know, and it was step by step, level by level. If you can't get a candle close above here, short it. If you can't get a candle close above here, short it. Each time that happens, so you want to, and then I just said there's no reason to stay long until we close above these zones, and we never did, and the short just continued to dump. So I stayed short, I stayed into the trend, and the trend paid me. It's simple stuff, you know what I mean? Now we could be breaking trend. Look, we had a low, because look, we have a high, we have a low, we have a lower high, we have a lower low, we have a lower high, we have a lower low. This is the first time we put in a higher high. Now we want to see as a higher low. If we put in a higher low, that would tell me that's to begin an uptrend that we could be going in on. So we're looking for the daily to reset, of course. All we need is a higher low here, you know? And that is that shoulder, that head and that shoulder there. You see it? Don't laugh. I know it looks like a chode. And I said chode, don't laugh. So anyway, let's move forward. All right. A chode is a sausage, right? Like a chubby sausage that you can eat at a Red Sox game, no? Anyway, so look, I'm projecting the idea that we are getting resistance here. You can see at the end of the high volume node, which is interesting. See that last little piece of the node? Now we break above this, we go right up here to 23,000 and then to 24 and into the $25,000 area, because that's where the VPVR shows you the liquidity. That's the lily pad that the frog can jump to. So these are the ranges we're going to move through. And look, it's perfect. It makes perfect sense. Look at this. This will blow your mind. Look, where do we go up? Where do you see clean green bars where there's no chop between this node and this node? See that? See that? Here you see another clean move. That was from this node to this node, because we go from node to node. Here you see another clean candle from that node down to that node. Here you see a clean move here with 3 clean red candles in a row. That was from this node down to that node. Look at the fall down. It's not like it's nice consolidation sideways. It's fall downs. This node to this node. So if you go back and look, then you see this low to this low. That was this node to this node, fall down. You see this here to here. That was this node to this node, fall down. Then we came up. That was this node to this node. So if we get above here, ride the node to this node. If we get below here and you see a bearish retest, ride this node to that node. It's simple stuff I'm teaching you. All right? I'm teaching you the stuff every single day. I'm going over it and I'm showing you how you can teach yourself the stuff. That's the point. I'm pointing out things in the charts that other people are glossing over, but it's right there in front of you. It's right. If you focus, the charts will have you at hello. All right. So again, the 200 tends to be a rejection point. Couldn't get above it here. We're getting to it on the 22 hour. And if we can't get above it, that's also going to be a point of rejection. We're also getting overbought here and curving, and the MACD is a little extended. The 22 hour is also showing signs that we didn't get above the zone. And we could kind of move this up a little bit and just say, like, we didn't get out of the bigger channel. All right. So we've looked at the monthly, we've looked at the 2 week, we looked at the weekly, we've looked at the daily, we've looked at the 3 day, we've looked at the 22 hour. Now we're going to take you in to the 4 hour time frame. This is where it's going to make more sense. All right. And you can see the call of the day and kind of where we're at now. 4 hours now, tweezer topping. And here's my green zone. Why did I make that green zone? We'll talk about it in a second on the 15th. That was our high range, all right, that we must break through. So right now, the 4 hour to me also is bearish. It's overbought, all right? We tried a short squeeze earlier. Let's see how much liquidity is waiting for us on BOOKMAP. Let's let it load for like 10 minutes and we'll come back to it, all right? But I'm excited to see what's happening for BOOKMAP. And that's the thing about those cameras. You can have any graphics card you want. Once your camera gets hot, it's hot. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Interesting. It looks really interesting right now. Let me let it load right now because let's give it like 5 minutes and we'll bring up BOOKMAP. Shout out to everybody here. 500 people on the live stream, 369 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? That would be just so greatly appreciated. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much on a Saturday night here. Busting my butt. We're going over the charts. We're teaching you things you would never see in your life. Amazing. Can we look at Raven? Of course, we're going to look at Raven tonight. I've been watching you 2 weeks now. I start to make profit on my trade. The best teacher. Thank you. Look at that. So many people have said that. They've said they've watched me and they learned at it. Perfect 5-wave set with impulse. 3rd wave in the 4th hour. I know you don't pay Elliott waves, but it's there. Sure it is, man. Sure it is. Sure it is. I just don't buy it. Road to 100K subs. My brother, best TA on all of YouTube. Wish they all knew. Respect. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. But you know what? So many people say that, like you. And I watched a lot of live streams, and I've never seen so many people come out and be like, this is the best TA on YouTube ever. And I hear it every single day. I hear people say, hey, I started watching you, and I learned how to trade watching your channel. So the point is, we'll walk through the earth 10 years from now, and so many people will be like, hey, man, thank you. And I'll be like, who are you? Be like, yo, I saw you on YouTube, man. I'll be like, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? We're going to get to 1 million subscribers. We're going to change the world one step at a time. I'm just going to chip away every single day doing what I have to do until we win. We'll be the anomaly here on the channel. So look, 4 hours tweezer topping. You got some bearish divergence here because what is bearish divergence? Well, let me show you here. Here's your swing high to swing high. That's an uptrend. Okay. For purposes, actually, I use the marker. I use the marker for purposes here. The highlighter. That's an uptrend. But if you look at this, this is not an it's a trend, but the trend is not matching that uptrend. And that is a divergence. There's something not akin there. They're not together. So earlier today, right? If you're in my trading group and you watched my update this morning, who here watched the update this morning and never was in the trading group? Who here watched the update and now wants to join the trading group after they watched the update? Who got inspired today? Who saw my channel for the first time on the update on Saturday morning? I'm trying to use that update to really bring a lot of new people into the stream so they can see what's going on. Well, we talked about the idea that this could be a shoulder, head and a shoulder, but get negated. We talked about the idea that we were holding the zone. I started to make this falling wedge, right? Started to show that we could be in some type of flag to the upside. We were oversold in the 1 hour. I was saying, look for the 1 hour to break. And actually, I was looking at the 15-minute and I was looking at the 7-minute, right? And I said, let's watch the 7-minute time frame to see what it does, all right? We'd like to see them break out to the upside. I said, but look, if they get rejected by here, we're just going to make an M pattern and break to the downside. That means we lose the node. And so once we make the M, I'm already going to start thinking of the idea to open the shorts because we're going to lose the node. What we have to do is get above here and continue to push and really get above the zone here. I really want 22,000, but we need a daily candle to close above 21,800. That's that significant resistance area. Now, BOOKMAP's coming in and it's starting to look pretty interesting. I'll tell you that. It's looking very, very interesting. And actually, BOOKMAP is clean on this computer because I got the 128 gigabyte of RAM. I get the Ryzen 59.5 16 cores. All right, I got 16 cores with the Ryzen, AMD. And then I got the AMD graphics card, 128 gigs of RAM. This thing is just ready. This thing is beefed up beyond belief. All right. I might have to show it to you in a second. I can now because I got a camera and I can move around, which is exciting. Super exciting. The most excited I've ever been. And shout out to Jamie, man. Jamie, I appreciate all the help you gave me, helping me build that computer, man. You're the man, dude. So look, if I take myself offline for a second here, and don't worry, I'll be back. Is anyone hyperventilating because they can't see me? Is anyone hyperventilating because they can't see me? Let me know. We have people standing by. Please call the hotline. They can talk you through this. They can talk you through this. Jay Anon, are you okay? Do you need to breathe into a paper bag? Someone get him a paper bag, please, quick. He's freaking out. Who is freaking out because they can't see me right now? Yes, I need a medic. Okay, please. And my finger is sprained. All right, we need someone get it. Someone get him an ice pack for his finger. He hit the like button and he sprained it. So let's look at the liquidity here. I mean, you can see 22,000, right? There's a huge sell wall there at 1,060. You don't have much down here. You got 21,200. Yeah, and honestly, we could. Look, there's a long squeeze right there. So the liquidating along 6,000. 8,000, 4 positions just got liquidated. Another 1,000 just got liquidated. So they're sitting at 21,500 thinking they can sit sweet. But literally, this is like someone who's caught in the ocean. Look at liquidity like someone's caught in the ocean. They're looking for a log to hang out on so they can keep floating, okay? This is another cool way to look at liquidity. We talked about Halloween and candy. Now we're going to talk about being out like Castaway, like Tom Hanks. So when you're floating out there, you're trying to grab any liquidity you can find. See what I'm saying? Now, this bar is way closer than that bar. So it's likely that we come up here and hang out. And then once we attach that, we're a little closer to there, and then so on and so forth. Now, there's no guarantees we go to 22K. We may only make it into 21,008 yet again for a secondary double top. But we're just showing you signs that it may be more likely that we head up into the 21,900 area, 800 area, than down here at 21,200, based on the liquidity zones. All right, and we zoom in here and you can see this is just a bigger mountain. That's a 6,000 feet. That's a 4,000 peak. They're not the same. And the red heat map shows you there's more heat up here than down there. This is a heat map, all right? This is called BOOKMAP. I have a link to BOOKMAP in the description below. Please, when I'm back, you'll be okay. I'm back. Who did anyone faint? Did anyone faint? Is anyone okay? Is everybody, I am back now. Thank you for another stream. Shout out to Alex U for the 333. I like that voice. Bang, bang, bang. Alec with the 333 being classy as forensic angel. No, being classy as foie gras. He's classy as foie gras. That's what we'll do. That chubby fat bake, that chubby duck bake, that chubby duck fat. You know what I mean? And look, we also have the perp here for you. I think the perp is cool too. What is the perp? Well, I'm taking Bybit futures, Binance futures, Bybit, and OKX, and I'm taking BOOKMAP's data. And so what they're doing is they're APIing multiple exchanges for me to give me even a more precise possible amalgamation of the entire markets. All right, moves a little quicker, has a little more speed. You see what I'm saying? They're about pretty much the same because Binance futures pretty dominates the space, as you can see. So the numbers are pretty good, but we just see a little more orders climbed up. We can see a little more liquidity. We can see a little more peace of mind here. And you can see there's a little more down here. So they may scoop up down at 21,480, 21, before they kind of scoop. So look like we scoop up, we scoop down here a little bit, and then we run back up to about 21,009, 22,000. Possible. BOOKMAP is suggesting as such. Don't guarantee anything for yourself. Just be careful. So look, we projected the idea. If you watched my update this morning and said, if you're here tonight, get ready. Who watched the update this morning and couldn't wait to, who first saw me this morning, never saw it before, or was just getting started, and couldn't wait to compare the analysis, because I want to see who's passionate like me, because not many are. You know what I mean? People are passionate, but to be like really anal about like oh my God, I can't wait. But I just want to know, raise your hand if you watched the live stream this morning and you really couldn't wait to jump on into the live stream tonight to see the comparison of you just really into the TA like I was. Because I couldn't wait for tonight. I was really excited for tonight. Something about tonight was like I could not wait for the live stream tonight. Like I was freaking out all day. I was like, man, I'm so excited for tonight. you know. And I love my job. I love being excited for what I do every single day of the week, baby. You gotta be. Shout out to the $32.31 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. God bless each and every one of you. Shout out to everybody here. I'm so grateful that you would spend your life cycle with me. Thank you so much. I'll spend my life cycle with you if you spend your life cycle with me. And we'll have a blessing together. Thank you so much. Sorry I sound like Ned Flanders, but I love you all right? So look, bearish divergence on the 7-minute time frame. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. And Bitcoin did get rejected by 21,800, an area we knew was going to give us a little trouble. So we put this out earlier today that we would break out of the falling wedge. The measured move was 22K. Now, don't count us out yet. Don't count us out yet. We may be doing what's called an SR flip right here with a little bit of a flag. I'll be honest, the 7-minute really coincides with BOOKMAP. A lot of days I'm looking at the bigger time frame, like I'll look at the 15, it's probably pinned. No, it's not. 15 minutes actually getting ready for a move. This is interesting, everybody. Very, very interesting. Little stick of a node here that could push us back up. And honestly, it's the same story that I talk about. Once you break this node, you usually come all the way to the top node. Now we need to get above the zone. I want 22,250 really. I want a short squeeze tonight to 22,250. I want to see them make it real. We are starting to make a bit of a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Here's the channel that we're beginning to form here. Expecting a bounce though for Bitcoin. Showing signs of life tonight with low liquidity. And honestly, this coincides with the liquidity up here. We got all this liquidity up here. Come on, spaces. There you go. You just have to click it back. But so you click it off and then you shake it around. And you get back. But so this liquidity is like we're coming back up. My TA. A lot of times, this red zone and my technical analysis on the 7-minute and the 15-minute specifically coincide. And this is my wacky, insane trading style that I created that you really won't see anywhere else. So if you love it, this combined science here that we're teaching, join the trading group. Like, get excited about people that are passionate about teaching, passionate about changing your life. I'm in the business of changing lives. Jump on into my business, and I'm fine tuning it every day. I'm getting it better. I'm getting better at helping people change their lives. So, and every day I teach another person. 25-year-old girl from Malaysia, 36-year-old man from Las Vegas. You know what I mean? 55-year-old guy from Idaho. 26-year-old Chinese kid from Saskatchewan, Canada. 52-year-old Indian dude who was doing life in prison. No, seriously, don't laugh. I know you might have spit your coffee out right now or whatever you were drinking. I tutored someone in prison, straight up. No lie. Like, I see the screen up. I'm like, I tutor people every day. Just so you know, too, I do a class, just to make it clear, not everybody realizes. I teach class every Tuesday from 3 to 5. Jump on into that class. You'll absolutely love it, and you'll have a blast. You really will. And it's $99. If you're in the trading group, we're giving it for $60 because we want to make sure everyone is just super educated and knows what they're doing. We want to make sure that you're not bashful. Jump into the class for $60. It'll change your life. It is Tuesday from 3 to 5. It's 3 days from now. You can catch me live. You're going to see everything that I do. I'm going to go very slow. Some people say, hey, I don't want to join the trading group. Is it too expert for me? No. There's so many people there to help you. Experts love it because they can bounce ideas off some of the smartest people they've ever met. Beginners love it because they have so many patient people that knew what it was like to be a beginner that are there to help them. Everyone is there to help you. We are all there together. It's one big family that I created, and I run a tight ship. Nobody puts anybody down. It's all done awesome. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. So you will too. All right. So I bring the brightness down a little bit. Bring the contrast down a little bit. Bring up the saturation. Give me a little more of a tan there. Right? Sharpness we could bring up a little bit. White balance should be at 56. No, not at 48. Don't you agree? No, that's whack. That makes me yellow. Should just keep it where it was at. Alright. Camera control. Focus. You can focus more? Exposure. Really? Oh, that was bad. That's horrible. Can't have that. That's the best we're gonna get. 0. All right, I'm done. I'm going to apply those settings over here. Sorry. I shouldn't even have got into that. I'm just such a tech fiend. So look, Bitcoin in this falling wedge here on the 15-minute, likely to break to the upside. Look, you have resistance here. You have resistance here. That becomes new support. That's called an SR flip. When previous resistance becomes new support, expect a bounce for Bitcoin up to the 29,000, 22,000 area. Now, we could have easily then get resistance, open up a short, might make a head and shoulder here, head, shoulder, head, and then break to the downside to this area. So that's what I'm looking at. We can't really get above 22,250. This becomes a fake out, breakout, and we're going to end up probably at this high volume node. However, it looks like tonight we'll get some love in the altcoins will be fun to play. So that's my update for Bitcoin, and I'm sticking to it. So I just brought you through Bitcoin on Saturday night, the monthly, the 3-week. Who loves the Bitcoin analysis? Who thinks they got a lot out of that? I want to know, did you get a lot out of the Bitcoin analysis tonight? The crowd seems to go wild. I would like to know. We did the monthly chart. We did the 2-week chart. We did the weekly chart. We did the 3-day chart. We did the daily chart. We did the 22-hour chart. We did the 12-hour chart. We did the 4-hour chart. We did the 1-hour chart. We did the 15-minute, and we did the 7. And I felt we did it in a way that doesn't sound confusing, because most people, if they did that many time frames, I would be sitting there like, but I felt like we went through it nice and easy. And I showed you each thing that I thought was important to watch. We talked about moving averages, the 200 simple on the weekly and the 2-week. We talked about the stochastics being low, and we talked about hidden bullish divergence. We talked about the daily being in that big falling wedge and not being able to break above the zone yet. All right, which is this. This is the daily line right here, and that's why I keep it kind of like you want to remember what you're still dealing with. You're still dealing with this big boy resistance here. All right, on the daily time frame. So, shout out to Mitchell Jordan on the surfing, best TA on the surfing web. Shout out to Laura, thank you. Not last but not least, the 1 second. They're funny. And finally, we'll do the 1 second chart for my man just because he asked. No, because we have it. Most people don't have it. We have it. Look. He's like, no, you don't. Oh, yeah, we do. I pay for pro, baby. Nothing but the seconds. 1. Oh, no. Do I really not have the seconds? I have the 5 second. All right. I thought I could get the 1 second up. Hold up. What? I've never done ranges. I should know. What are the ranges? I'm willing to ask a question. Don't ask a question, be a fool forever. Ask a question, be a fool for a moment. Confucius. I love that line. You know what I'm saying? He says it the other way, though. He says, don't ask a question, be a fool for infinity. You know, ask a question, be a fool for a minute. You know, Confucius. No, that's the thing. Like, don't act like you don't know something just so you don't look stupid. You know what I mean? I've always been a fan of just being like, hey, I don't know that. Could you tell me? You know what I mean? Could you let me know? Because I don't know. And people were usually like, okay. Whatever you do over here. Okay, so here we are. Bitcoin USDT here on the 1 hour chart. Now, the 1 hour's overbought, needs to dump on you. So watch the smaller time frames and see what they do. All right. When the 1 hour is down like that, you're likely to make an M pattern and dump. All right. So be careful. Am I going to trade tonight and open tons of trades? Honestly, we woke up this morning to big gains. We had a nice big move for Bitcoin. This is consolidation now. Now we want to make sure we can hold certain levels and we don't give it back. If we do give it back, we want to see where we bounce. So no, I don't just like go blind. I wait it out a little bit. I want to feel this out. You know what I mean? I want to see if we can get, if we get above here, we hold the candle above 22,000, 22,250. That'll change the game and kind of open it up a little bit. Then we can wait for the daily to reconsolidate, come on back down, and then big longs can get opened up. And we can really start to channel back up to that bigger zone. So I'm watching as we grow here, one step at a time. All right? So let's see what the 7-minute and the 50-minute do. They're about to show us some fireworks. 7-minute looks like it's about to really get a pop here. Look at that rounded move. It looks like it's going to blast. We also have hidden bullish divergence here. We have swing up to swing up. Here's your first chance to see it play out live. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. Now we see it on the weekly. We also see it on the 7 hour, on the 7 minute. It will play out very fast on the 7, obviously. All right. All right, so that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. Now we're going to jump into all the super chats. Thank you for the super chats. Super chats, Limpo and Waves. 2 a.m. Eastern time, where the magic happens, baby. If he has 5S, he has 1S. That's what I'm saying. I got the 5 second right here. I don't know. It's like a hard to. Oh, there it is. 1 second right there. Sorry. The 1 second chart for Bitcoin. Who wants to see the 1 second in action? Let's watch it. Says it's about to make a flag here to the upside. Bang. That's going to bang out on the 1 second. Watch TA live on the 1 second chart. I should just sit here one day on the 1 second and just draw TA over and over again. And just like show everyone where it's likely to go over and over again. Is there bearish divergence though? Yeah, kind of. I've never done the 1 second. This is the first in the channel. That's why you got to show up every day. You never know we're going to do something we've never done before. That's why I get excited about the channel. Every day I'm like, dude, it's a channel, but it's more like an experience. Like this show is an experience. I never know what experience I'm going to get out of it. $500 super chats from Michael Pa. Me and Gina laughing till we freaking cry. You know what I mean? Like the jokes the other few weeks have been just absolutely ridiculous. I've been putting my foot in my mouth with Freudian slips. Talking about crypto Twitter. You know what I mean? It's just been ridiculous, you know? And even Saturday night specifically have been wild. Have been wacky and wild. This is actually really cool tonight. Thank you so much. We love you. Thank you for the 424 lifer likes today. Everyone, you got to get those likes up to the lifers. I never said that before, but that's even better. Get the likes up to the lifers. I would greatly appreciate it. $33. Look at that, 33. You know I'm on the 33, baby. Every time we do anything here on the channel, there's always a 33. Mark my words. And the 77 has been following us around too as well. 477, 426 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watches? Can we blast through to 500-700 people? Where did we all go? Last Saturday night, we had a ball, baby. We had a ball. And like, you know, big one will break down on the 1 second chart before it does anything else, really. Look, this could be a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. That could have been your high right there at 21,006 as we break down. I don't know. I've never traded the 1 second. I don't want to be too crazy on it. Is it retesting the trend line right now? Like, that's possible. Falling wedge says you will break to the upside. I'm going to get off the 1 second. I don't want to be the guy known to be on the 1 second chart. It's not my bag. You know what I mean? It's not responsible in front of beginners to ride the 1 second, in my humble opinion. Just going to see what happens here. And look, we did get the breakout. So far, a little bit of a breakout here, as suggested. Tiny little move, but we're starting to get a move here. That 7 minute is pointing to the upside. Falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. So you got 68, and I actually already did break out. Look at that. And then we jump back into the short squeeze and we see how that's cooking. And you can see, I mean, we now bend it up. We ate our lunch, 20, like we said. We said we're probably going to come down and eat the lunch and then come back up to 21,009 and get all that liquidity. Look, 1,100 what? 77. We talked about the 77, right? 77 right there. You can see it. Can you see it? I'm not the only guy. And look, that's a bigger hill than there. 1,177. Now it's 78.5. He's watching the channel. He's like, I'm going to put one more up just to mess with him now. So we got 1.4 more Bitcoin, 1.49 more Bitcoin now in the game on that order. Okay. And don't forget, we already have Fiat Weekly at any given time. And look, this is why I love this graphics card. Just never stops. Look how fast this graphics card is running. These numbers never ran that fast. This thing is fresh to death, man. You can't beat the AMD 6800W W6800 Pro, baby. Thing is a beast. Look, you want to see? I know you want to see it. I want to show it if I can. Do I have room? I kind of do have room if I do this, though. There we go. I freed it. I freed the camera now. It's free. But look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing cooking right now. Cooking. Look at that AMD, baby. put you on the glass. Who wants to see the glass? I'll put you on the glass. You can see right in there. The thing is fresh. Look at the RAM. The RAM lights up. That's RAM. That's 128 gigs of RAM that has RGB lights in it. That RAM's $1,000 worth of RAM. Yo, a PC is a beast. It's got the front is clear too. It's so fresh to death, man. Power button is lit. Right in my Legos, baby. You know I got my Legos. You know I still got my Legos. You know I don't play on a Saturday night. But if you're gonna be a YouTube streamer, right, you gotta be cool with the cool computer. So I stepped my game up. Shout out to my team for putting me on to the coolness and the freshness. I love having cool people around that know the deal. Appreciate that. But that computer's a beast. I love that thing. What do we end up calling it? Marv, right? Marv White? I'm gonna call it Marv White. Marv, baby. Me and Marv taking over the game. Me and Marv White. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream. I couldn't do it without each and every one of you every single week, baby. So we've gone over Bitcoin in a nutshell. I'll show you what I'm thinking is going on. Likely to pump, but then double top here and possibly dump to the downside. Getting above 22,000, 21,800 really is going to be, the 21,800 is going to be the big deal. Look, last night, shoulder, head, and the shoulder made you money. If you just knew how to play that. Okay. And we also showed you the hidden bullish divergence on the 7, which tells you we should play out. So let's see. Let's see. All right, let's jump on into the alts. I'm pretty cool with that for the night. We spent a good, hour and a half on Bitcoin on a Saturday night. I mean, at 900, I don't know how I was able to entertain you on one thing, Bitcoin, but you know, it's Bitcoin. ES1 back above 4,000. We get the same kind of story here for ES1 as we kind of shoulder head. Did we make the right shoulder? And we were like I didn't see anyone else draw at it. You know, my TA is very unique compared to the rest of the internet's TA. And then we said, hey, we need to stay in this flag. So the 1 hour is overbought, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We slap on our moving averages. We just need the ES1 to hang out with the 21-day moving average here. Look how swifty. I'm going to just move this one right up. Bang. Delete this. Is that a moving average? No, I was about to say it looks like it. I didn't want to delete it. A 200 simple over here. But it was just my lines over here. My lines look like a 200 simple. I was drawing it. I had to get rid of it over here. So look, the ES1 mini futures. I want to see this flag build. All right. Let's look at our dollar index. US currency. 108.973. Beautiful. We did the bearish retest as I thought about right there, and we dumped to the downside. Look, I had it pointed. Now I want to see this ascending triangle dump. And look, it went sideways and didn't really pump on the 1 hour. So let's see this 1 hour dump to the downside here for the dollar index. And then it's going to hopefully, I want to see it just dump past there and make a lower low. I do not want to see a double bottom. I want to see this form here. Now it is a falling wedge. It is what it is, but I would like to see it continue to the downside. All right. One of these two scenarios here. So dollar index showing signs of a dump, which is giving some hope for Bitcoin, which is struggling now at 21,550 on the futures market here. And as we see BOOKMAP just doing its thing. All right. I would love to get a BOOKMAP window. Would you guys appreciate BOOKMAP at all times on the window? We could design it. Guys, put in your ideas for designs. If anyone can design a live stream room, let us know. If you, we use Wirecast. So I did pay $800 for the entire Wirecast suite. I have a team for it, but they're so busy. Like if you can ever help them out in any way. So if anyone knows how to build a live stream room, you let me know. And we could, like one that looks like, how Big Boys looks with like all the titles, nice and neat. I don't mind. I want to do something like that. And I also want to do a show called The Lifer Cipher, where I have, Crypto Love on, Crypto Lifestyle, just, even Tom Crown I've been speaking to recently. Just anyone out in the game that wants to kind of sit down, Miss Teen Crypto, the whole gang. Brad, Infinite Crypto, just, Altcoin Daily, everyone and anyone that I'm cool with in the space that has something to say and wants to kind of just kick it. I want to do a Lifer Cipher. Have, about like 4 to 5 people if we can. And we have it like once a week, like Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. And we're going to start turning this channel into a network. I've always had a dream of running a network on YouTube. I had this dream for 10 years. My old channel was supposed to be a network too. I was like, we're going to start a network with multiple shows and multiple ideas. And you know what I'm saying? A weekly show here and this and that there. I mean, your YouTube channel is technically a network. You can have multiple shows on it. You can hire other people to do shows. You can have content. You can have writers. There's really no stopping you on YouTube. You can go as far as you want. And that's why I love this world. I love the creative space online because there's no stopping you. Go as far as you want. You know what I mean? Dustin Calvo, I got freaking 8 monitors. I'm in for legacy, baby. You're funny. Yeah, that would be cool. Bookmap at all times, my man. Good evening, everyone. Thoughts on THETA? My new build is going to be the Teletron. Funny. Unify just broke out of the wedge. I'm in it. Please check out Luna. It's a symmetrical triangle. Every time I hear Marv, I think of Home Alone. If your PC is powerful, you need higher hertz monitors so it keeps up with the beast. You're funny. Super Chat, Limbo, Waves, Marv the Fluxer. I kind of like that. Marvin the Moon Beast. I kind of like that too. Marvin the Moon Beast. Might have to change it to Marvin the Moon Beast. It's kind of nice. Silver Beaver, the supercomputer. Jarvis, I like Jarvis. Funny. RGB baby. Cooking accurate for A&D. You're funny, man. 1 second flag breakout was awesome. Huh, yeah, right. I don't think it broke out, though. Super Chats, Limbo, and Waves. It's just not my bag, baby. You see, I like one of the genuine live streamers doing TA. You seem like one of the genuine live streamers. Love the consistency. Like tuning the radio on for the news in the morning. Hey, man. I appreciate that. Every single week we're here every single day at 10 a.m. And then Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. and we don't stop. We don't miss the times. We're going to be here next year. It doesn't matter. I don't miss my times. My times are the most important things that I do for my life. And we're not done yet. Let's get into the altcoins now. I'm going to rev up now. All right. Okay, Limpo. I saw that bullish divergence there. We did play out. How much did we get out of that little move? About 15-16% out of hidden, not out of regular bullish divergence. Now, I got it in this giant Kuptal handle. All right, we look at our daily chart, and our daily is ready to move, pushing up, and we see some green candles here. MACD showing signs of life. RSI showing signs of life. We got a bit of a cup and handle. We're at the 786 Fibonacci retracement. I mean, so much is going on with this on the daily. Likely to make a bit of a move here. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Overbought, though. Completely. So either you're looking for a move out of this shoulder, head. So you got an inverted head and shoulder right off the bat, right? Tells you that you should break to the upside, the measured move of the neckline to the head. Somewhere up into this liquidity zone right here too. Where that sticks out, where that node kind of meets you at hello there. At about 004136. All right. Looks like that's going to be about 15% gains possibly coming. Now you are overbought on the 4-hour. You got to have that 1 hour. Yeah, see the 1 hour. See if the 1 hour could take you up on an inverted head and shoulder. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. This could dump as well as it could pump. Anything could happen at any given moment in time. Always have a stop loss. Always be careful. Always keep yourself protected. You know what I mean? Now, if this comes on down, yeah, you're looking at something like this in the 1 hour, hopefully to hold, or even like this node here, because you have a lot of, The daily looks good. The other time frames need some time to kind of figure out where they want to land. A breakout and a retest would be the safest entry. Thanks for all the great TA. Next move for Adam. Shout out to Sabrina Stanley and Avery Collins. We love you. Sabrina and Avery, we hope you're having a wonderful time together. The high, the HZ, the more often the screen. Yes, we know that, Drankin. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I worked for David Letterman for years, man. I built entire studios in New York City worth $20-30 million, I built Avid Nexuses, and I ran cords in 4G and 5K, and oh my gosh. It got to the point where now I just don't even, I just do what I do. I appreciate it. You're also giving me post-traumatic stress. I don't even want to remember it. I know about refresh rates. I know about it all, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. If I tell you, it'll spoil the mystique. What? Well, now you have to tell us. It's like I was the teacher. I grabbed the note. Now you have to tell everyone. You guys are passing notes in class. Now you have to tell everyone what's on the note. I'm going to read the note out loud. Since I saw you on Frankie Candle's show, I've been addicted to your energy. I wish you all the best. Shout out to my man. Thank you so much. We love you too. Just want to know the outcome of Bitcoin price. If US banned mining. Oh, come on, man. Just get a life. I don't live in fear. Fear is fake emotions acting real. I do not let fear in my life for any reason. I live in abundance. I create confidence. I help other people do the same. If I lived in fear, where would the world be? So many people look up to me. If I lived in fear, where would the world be? So I do not let fear in my life. I don't think about fear. I move on. I conquer. I came, I say. I can't. I come, I see, I conquer, baby. Weeny, weedy, wiki. The Latin phrase, I came, I saw, I conquered. You know what I mean? And you got to stay strong with that phrase, and I love it. Fortune favors the brave, baby. Stay brave, and you will be fortuitous. Do things other people won't do, and you will have piles of money. I'm telling you right now. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you do what the average person won't do, how many people work 7 days a week? I don't know that many people. I think a few, but not that many work 7 days a week. People that work 7 days a week will grow from the fruition. They will become millionaires over time. It may take them 10. It may take them 12. I don't know what they do 7 days a week. Now, you can't collect cans 7 days a week, right? There's got to be, and you got to, and again, what this man just said, you got to have courage to follow your heart. Following your heart is not easy. It's so, everyone wants you to kind of keep going the same way you've been going your whole life. You got to follow your heart. Following your heart is not easy. And honestly, everyone comes here for the TA, but what I'm telling you right now is more important. Like, you can learn TA, but to find an inspired person that'll push you to your limits, you'll find them once in a lifetime, maybe a couple times in a lifetime. So if you're here right now and you're hearing me and you're connecting to this and you're vibrating high and you're like, man, I really feel what this dude's saying. I really see that this is real talk. He got himself somewhere by doing the same thing every day. I can go at his channel, I can look at his thousands of videos, and I can say, you know what? I can do the same thing with my life. What do I want to do today? What can I do to change my life? Where am I going? And you can begin to build the process, and next thing you know, you'll be somewhere you never thought possible, and then step by step, you won't even remember your old life. You'll be so far into the stars, baby. So I love you all. Know that I believe in you all, and know that we can change the world together. But I do need each and every one of you to hit that like button. I do need each and every one of you to show up every day, and I need everyone to be here, because then we got no movement. I can't grow an empire. So without each and every one of you, I got nothing in my bag, baby. If you are scared, you are not growing. If you have to jump off that ledge, your dreams are right around the corner. Get yourself a partner and jump in the cockpit. I chart 7 days a week. I love you for saying that. Sand looks juicy. Thank you. King Lifer, have you seen The Big Short? Directed by Adam McKay. I love that movie. It's awesome. One of my favorite movies ever in the history of movies. I work 6 and trade my day off and get stuff done at home. I listen to you every time you're on. Shout out to Timmy313, baby. I love you. Being made as we speak. Get Theta and Hex. Thank you. Shout out to DJ Porter Rock. Look at Waves, Adam, Theta. Let's look at Waves, Adam, Theta, and Hex, baby. Let's look at my baby Waves. Waves has treated me so well in my life. Made a good amount off Waves. You know what I mean? Nice little chunk of change here. Off the Waves. Waves. Try to stop us out. It's like it almost got there. Did it almost? I feel like it did. So close. Bounced out from the initial entry here, though, for like 10% maybe. Nah, that's whack. What I don't like about Waves, all right, is it's in like a bear flag. I personally don't like trading. This is a descending triangle. Pointing to the downside here on the 4-hour time frame. But does it go to negative 5 cents? No, it doesn't. So is it bottomed? I mean, there's a chance. Let's look at it on the maybe the daily. Been this low before, but this is okay. I got it. I mean, resistance. It's bouncing off previous resistance. It's at the end of the high volume nodes. But that's a descending triangle if I've ever seen one. That's bearish and you're overbought. So, if anything, you're looking for a bounce back to the bottom of the pattern, possible double bottom for waves, then can bounce back up. Definitely does look like a bottom for waves, but what if Bitcoin hits 11K and this dumps all the way down to $1? You know, anything could happen. I'm open-minded to anything. Waves a little sketchy right now, in my humble opinion. I want to see that daily reset before I really think about jumping in on waves. And I like trading waves. It's one of my favorite coins. It's sad that it doesn't look that hot right now. Even for like a scalp. I got excited. I was like, oh, is someone like waves? But someone must just be asking. So I got to wait waves out. I'm going to wave waves goodbye here for a little while and move on to Atom. Atom, one of the hottest coins this week to play. I mean, we went over it numerous times, talked about it, drew it. We nailed it. We had it at hello here. Atom. So once Atom started to move, I'm like, could Atom continue? You know what I mean? And I looked at it here on the 15-minute chart, and you can see it's just beginning this flag. And it's flagging out. Oversold here on the 15-minute, trying to make a bit of a bounce, bouncing off the bottom of the trend line for Atom on the 15-minute in the flag with the 200-day moving average touching price action. And you got a node right here. You break above that node, you're likely to come up to the 16% gain for Atom. All right? So it's just like Bitcoin, kind of all eyes watching. But look, even the 1 hour's back in the zone, Atom's in a bit of a flag. Now, you have to heed that the 4-hour, even the 4-hour reset pretty nicely. Dude, I tell you what, Atom's getting overbought, and it is tweezer topping. It will follow Bitcoin if Bitcoin's getting rejected. You do have oversold in the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the 15. The daily being high is a little risky for me, but that's a flag on the 4 hour, and I would not be surprised if you see a move. Now, you can make even more on Atom. A trader can make even more on Atom if they traded Atom 3L. So I like to juxtapose these. We looked at Atom. We kind of figured that we like it. And then we look at here. So I have this already kind of drawn here. Possibly 42% gains out of Atom 3L. It's on the radar. 4 hour could definitely do it. It's been the hotter coin. It's been trending. It's got the magic. Atom 3L is on the radar for me. I don't know about you. And again, it could dump easily, and it's very high risk. That's a 3L token. That's trading 3L leverage. You could easily start losing. You put like $1,200 to $2,000, you could easily lose $300 in like 10 minutes on these. Like, these are high risk. People think just because we're not trading leverage on Bybit. And listen, this is the only channel where you won't watch a video where halfway through the channel I'll be like, oh, and register for the BitGet or the Bybit link so you can get 4,000 free. You know, I may do BitGet because I like it, but only spot or 1x leverage on their actual trading platform. But I do like BitGet because they have no KYC. And those are the platforms that I really like because it's just easier to get, you know, to open up an account and not have to deal with like any nonsense. Just always make sure that you write down your own trades and take, you know, put them, you know, document them, do what you got to do. Always pay what you're supposed to pay. Do the right thing in any place you're at. I never want anyone to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So look, 9% stop loss, 42% gain. That's a 4.62 to risk reward ratio. Atom 3L looking for massive gains here to the upside. Now the MACD says nay, and the daily's a little spent. So there's a chance it doesn't happen at all. It's a little high. It's very high risk right now based on the daily time frame. But that flag is strong in the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15-minute. Anything is possible for Atom 3L. So that's on my radar. Atom 3L. 21,600. You can see BOOKMAP trying to recover, bouncing back off 21,005, headed back towards that fat liquidity bar. You can also see that no liquidity really, it got gobbled up and it kind of disappeared here. There's nothing down here now. It looks like we're headed easily to 21,008, 22,000. It's just kind of like written in the sand here. No guarantees. Short squeeze already occurring here too. 4,000 right there got short squeeze. Another short squeeze. So short squeeze is starting. Atom 3L for a move to the upside looks to be the play. If Bitcoin pumps, Atom 3L is going to be the pump. It's the hotter coin in the game. It's what we've been seeing recently. It's in a bit of a pennant. I mean, it's, and again, it could dump in any second, but that's why I don't, you know, I'm only risking 9%. Not a big deal to try to gobble up 42. I mean, it's a beautiful move. For me personally, I love this right now. And I got BOOKMAP on my side with a heat map up here. There's a chance I take a nibble. And again, if you're at work right now and you can't see this, we're posting this BOOKMAP to you in Discord. So for the $99, for $3 a day, you're getting data already given to you. I mean, BOOKMAP keeps pushing for the bigger move here. A little up. And there's no guarantees. I've seen it. The liquidity just dip and we just dump. But look, the short squeeze starting to occur. Bitcoin now at 21,620. We will go from there. Look, it's starting to bounce like we talked about here. Bit of a double bottom with a higher low now. 15-minute with a massive candle to the upside here. Quite interesting. We did call the pop at the beginning of the stream, which is an hour ago. It's now 9:42. We've been on for about an hour and a half now. So I stayed true to my word. I believe this was going to break out based on my analysis. We'll go from there, though. Let's keep it moving with the chat easies. Shout out to the whole team of the game. Waves and atoms, so good. Being made as we speak. Ooh, thank you. God knows where your hands have been. They've been right here on my. What do you mean? They're right here. What are you talking about, Gina? What do you mean, Gina? Just today, and we got the breakout so far. But you know, there's no guarantee. But so far, it's starting to look pretty good. Secondary candles. That candle just closed in 1 minute and 34 seconds. This candle will close, and the 15 minutes looking hot, looking real hot. Wooden spoon. I'm Sicilian. Bop. Could be a nice W forming on the 1 minute for big. Oh, come on, man. Gina, I love you guys. Gina Bombina, Dustin Cava, this night is insane. We move more like these. Cryptolifer is amazing. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. It's a thing, not parenting advice. All of made, baby. I bet we're going to retest 21,800. Super chats, AERGO. Not that thumb, though. And that thumb, though. I mean, the thumbnail is hilarious. How could you not like that thumbnail? Thumbnail is ridiculously hilarious. Let's get into Twitter here. What are y'all saying? And please retweet this too. Please, like I said, retweet. Super important that we're getting the retweets pumping. 7,800 people on Twitter. We're growing. So what do you think about Patrick Bjorn? He's an OG in the space. Not a fan, but appreciate your content, bro. Okay. Hero to me, but I'm a minor and don't know much about him. Zero, because it sounds better. You're the only hero I know. FMA. Let's see here. Replying to cryptolifer, King of TA. Thank you very much. The original lifer. More replies. So that's all we got was 10 replies? It's interesting. Do people not know who he is? Is that what it is? I mean, he created Patrick Bjorn. Unbelievable. 16 retweets. Thank you so much. 17 likes. Ask Peter Griffin. I think he's a genius. Send in your replies if you can to the tweet. Greatly appreciate it. No such thing as a coincidence. We export lemons too. I know, right? Refresh 21,800, hitting resistance at 21.5 to bounce. Super chats, AERGO and HYDRA. Patrick Byrne is a G, my man. Emery. I remember my mom's weapon. You guys are funny. Shout out to Sean, man. We love you, Sean. She used to whoop you, huh, Sean? Sean used to get a whooping when he messed up. Let's take a look at AERGO. Let's look at ERG. And you can see my trade of the night. I'm looking at Atom 3L. Really my trade of the night. Now, ERG is interesting. Bit of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, right? Wants to pump back up with the 4-hour time frame. The daily is pretty spent, but it could bend back up, too, for gains. For gains. Daily in a bit of a flag for AERGO. ERG, baby. And we played this already, and it had massive moves. Kind of moving with Cardano. Moving with Cardano. ERG. All right. On the radar. We're going to take a look at the 4-hour time frame. It wants to move in a flag here, but it's just an ugly flag, in my humble opinion. Almost try to put it in this, like, weird channel, like so. Almost a descending triangle. And I see a shoulder, a head, and a big right shoulder that could dump to the downside. 1 hour's overbought, too, and, you know, so I'm a little weary that this may break this neckline and dump to the downside. Length of the head of the shoulder here. Oh, I feel like it almost already did. Look. Saw someone saying they were open up a trade in this today. And I was like, I don't know if that's like... Also, there's some bearish divvy here. It did play out, but, you know, you see some bearish divergence here. So I went a little higher than I should have. So we shall see. Breaks this level. It continues to the downside here at 410. You know what I mean? But we shall see. Let's tighten the channel. There's like it's got some mixed signals, right? How I look at it now, honestly, is kind of almost like this. Like a flag. It broke out of the flag, broke back in, and may start to move here. 15-minute oversold too as well with gains. It is. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. For sure. Remember, you want to be in crypto when crypto's boring. When no one knows about it, that's when the prices are the best. People around here are going to be worth lots of money if they keep their head on and stay focused. ERG could bang on that in that 15-minute, make some moves, get squiggled up and tight. I'll keep watching it. How I do this is I put a vertical line here, a vertical line there. I set an alert there. I set an alert there. Price is going to have to cross that line. When it does, I'm going to know what's going on with the price action. It's pretty simple to me. Look at AERGO instead of ERGO, AERGO. Now, hold on. All right. Saw this thing could bounce low. It went a little lower than I thought. A little higher than the low I thought it would make. This thing's really oversold in the daily with massive wicks. I don't know. I'm not a fan right now of this. It is trying to get above the 200, which is interesting. It stays above that. That could actually make some magic on the beach there. If you can stay above the 200, but it's very high on that daily. 4 hour did get above its zone too, and you got the 21 crossing. That's interesting. And you do see some bullishness there. You're at this double resistance. You seem to be in a bit of a flag. You're away from the 21-day moving average, which you need to touch. You see? Very important that you touch. And then go to here. All right. We'll look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is also in this like falling wedge. We'll reshape it now. I mean, it might make a flag here on the 1 hour time frame if you're looking at it, but the bigger time frames are just a little sketched out. You know what I mean? But if the market pumps tonight, everything's going to make a bit of a move. And Bitcoin does look like it's bullish, or at least sideways. Looks like it may hold the zone at least. At least until it gets to that liquidity zone up at 22,000. Now we're back at 21,008. Look, we just liquidated more people. A huge liquidation. 11,000, 11 area, 11 people. You know, so that's the number. That's the amount of liquidations. Now it's 10,010 people. Oh, because it put this one with it. If you shrink it out, it will put them together. If you know, so that's why, look, it says it'll zoom in, it'll add that one in there. If we zoom out, that one will get taken out, and it'll say 846 got liquidated. $846. Like, we can see every last penny here on the market getting liquidated. Pretty awesome. Look at that liquidity. They just keep building it up all the way up to 22,220. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. They tried to short squeeze. Is there not enough liquidity up there to get us going? There's nothing down here. Interesting. They called me the wooden spoon in college. I bet they did. Let's take a look at HYDRA. Head and shoulders forming on Bitcoin on the 7-minute time frame. You think this here is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder? Yeah, it's possible. And I'm talking about this idea being a double top too. So possible. We may just double top here and make the right shoulder. Good catch. I like the call. Idea is very, very possible. Might even make a right shoulder down here. Very possible. Thank you for the call. And the 7-minute did pump, but didn't get us as much as we would thought. But the 15-minute has legs. See that? We are at that node right there. I'd still watch that 50-minute. It's pretty likely we could make the M based on the daily and the bigger time frames. As I showed you, I started with some bearish scenarios. Okay. E3L looking for gains. We broke out of a channel. SuperChat's HYDRA. Also watching UFC fights. Let me know if anyone wants a free stream. Funny. I got one, but I gotta pay for it. Can't afford to miss a second. When will the whales start to pump Bitcoin? 30K, 40K, inflation, drop, ETH merge. Anything could happen at any given time. We don't know. We'll keep you updated. Just watch the channel every day. You'll get there. Let's take a look at HYDRA. USDT. HYDRA on KuCoin. And let's see what we got going on. So HYDRA fell right out that channel to the downside. Daily was low, but just didn't care. See that? Just dumped. When Bitcoin dumped, it couldn't handle it. And that's why Bitcoin will take everything to the ground. HYDRA now, to me, is still in like a bit of a flag. It's bouncing, though, on the low daily. Some could almost cup and handle that. Does it break out of this flag to the upside is your question. That's what you're going for here for HYDRA. All right. Whether you do or you don't, I'm watching UFC 2 LMA. Thank you for everything, brother. Thank you for this 500 lifer likes today, fam. You are the best. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for the 500 likes. $44 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. Thank you so much for the love. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. When will the whales start to pump Bitcoin? Thank you. Nice configuration pattern for the W pattern. Did Bitcoin break to the downside? Super Chat's HYDRA. HYDRA could pump here on the daily. 4 hour could pump too as well. They both have a little bit of spending room, spending cash, movement. But here, I mean, like, can they go out in the town? HYDRA. I'm not a fan of this. It's at the bottom of its barrel. Might even just pump and get rejected here. HYDRA. It's interesting, but I don't like catching a falling knife. That's the lowest it's ever been. You'd have to really like this project and believe in it. Like, I personally wouldn't want to trade it until it showed me that it could get above the zone and start doing some fun stuff, and then I'll swing trade it, like, through its life cycle. But I really wouldn't touch it till it got back above 690, 689. And again, I like to find gems and deep dives. I half looked at this one when it first came out. I'm just not a huge fan. It is at the bottom, and maybe it pumps all the way back to the upside, and anything is possible. All right, this could make someone a multimillionaire, but for me, it's just not my bag. You know what I mean? It could be, but it's just not. All right. It might be your bag, or whoever asked about its bag. We don't know. It's up to you. So Cambria was up today. Let's take a look at here on the 1 hour time frame as it began to pump pretty nicely for Cat. We saw it tighten the channel. My whole team was talking about it. We went over it last night. I saw it tight, rode the 200-day moving average, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and it was gone for 39% gains. Gave some of it back, but bounced back up. Now it's at break even or 6.33. Always take profits when you break through the high volume node. Very, very important that you take some profits. Fly back in the game. Is it pumping out of the zone as we talked about here? Let's look at Fly. So it went up about 11% again out of this little mover. And let's look at this. I'll delete everything. Watch this. This is interesting. I mean, it is getting tighter and tighter. I personally would be in once something rips and you take profits on it, it's kind of like let everyone eat the dead carcass, like it's over. But, 1 hour could still be flipping. See that bend? And it's all about the 4 hour for me right now. And it's a little spent, honestly. It's high risk right now. Daily's also very overbought, trying to flip on you. Very high risk. Personally, not my trade, but it may bang on you. If you take this, it's completely up to you. Completely up to you. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you, Dustin, keeping the super chats in check. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Calder. Thank you, everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to DJ Porter Rock. Shout out to CC Ireland. Shout out to Dustin Cava and everyone here on the live. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's 9:57, everybody. We did it. We did another Saturday night live stream. We learned about BOOKMAP. We talked about liquidity zones. We talked about how fast price action can move through the candles, right? And we went through a bunch of different scenarios. So interesting enough, wow, SIS is pumping hard right now on the 1 hour. SIS on my radar with the tightness. Look at that. Just thinking real quick in my head, what else I see that's hot tonight on my radar. We have JS Jasmine 3L. Look pretty nice. We'll take a look at it. I'm not personally in it yet. I may go in it later on tonight. Just something that I'm looking at. JSMY 3L. I'll show you kind of what I'm fixing on it. See, it's got this move here possibly coming on the 4 hour time frame. Flag wants to bend up to the upside. If Bitcoin pumps, this thing's going to move, or at least Bitcoin goes sideways, get back above that 200-day moving average. It's interesting. Showing some signs of life here for JSMY. Has to get above that high volume node right there and then make a move though. So, and honestly, for anyone who's struggling right now and not making tons of money, even if you're in the trading group, you're just learning, it's a tough market. It's one of the hardest markets I've ever traded in my life. So give yourself some credit. All right. You're trying to surf in the toughest waves ever. You're not in some easy pond. You're not taking it easy one step at a time. Like, this is not easy. Trying to pull out trades out of this market it will be one of the hardest things you've ever done in your life. Like, if you could do it here, then you're going to be ready for the bull run when money's just getting thrown at you left and right. So you just want to stay focused. You want to learn as much as you can while you're here. You know, you join my trading group, learn as much as you can in these bearish times. Do what you got to do to stack your knowledge, because that knowledge stack will come at you. It took me 4.5 years. I traded for 15 years. At first, I just looked at price action for 4 or 5. Then I started trading gold and silver on the Toronto Stock Exchange after I bought gold and silver, understood the financial system, really understood financial. I was a historian of the finances, really kind of put together the story of what's happening, how the big banks really created a financial system thousands of years ago and had us locked in all the way to the colonial dollar, the continental dollar. We printed it to zero throughout the Revolutionary War. Our forefathers realized we needed a peg to the gold. Otherwise, we would have a currency that would run rampant and make us all poor. We did that. We got everything ready and regulated. You know what I'm saying? But then the IMF and everything took it away. Alexander Hamilton sold us to the banking system. James Garfield was taken out. Abraham Lincoln. All these people were taken out because they formed their own form of money. They wanted America to be free of the banking system. This is the truth. Now Bitcoin is trying to do the same thing that Abraham Lincoln and James Garfield did back in the day. They're trying to free the people, specifically here in the United States, from the banking cartels that have suffocated us parasitically for so long, for so many years. So heed my voice, listen to me. I'm not just a YouTuber going over the charts. I am a freedom fighter of love, life, and happiness. And I want to see you do the greatest in your life. I want to see you achieve your dreams. My dream was to be a YouTuber. For now, my dream was to be a YouTuber and quit my job and be able to live my life. And now I do get to live that dream. But it's because of each and every one of you beautiful people that show up every day and support me. Without that support, my dream would not have been even begun to be dreamt. So thank you so much for all of you who come every day. My gratitude is my attitude, and I appreciate each and every one of you. IXX make interesting. It's in a flag. Nothing really to write home about. Look at ONSTON. I looked at ONSTON earlier today. I just want to see how it looks on the charts. And look, it fell out of the zone. Looked like it was in a tight channel, fell right out the zone. See, a lot of charts are falling to the downside. Like, it's a very tough market. I just want to make that really, really clear. One of the toughest markets I've ever traded in my life. Swear on my grave. We are making gains and we're finding gains, but it's like, you got to be precise. You got to be in and out. You got to know exactly what you're doing. Every trade needs to be planned. There's no leeway for mistakes. You know what I mean? There's less liquidity. You're in, you're out. You got to make your move. So ONSTON could be back at the 200-day moving average now, making a move. Could even go lower to the liquidity zone. Wild back at 27.7 cents. And man, I like accumulating Wild. Wild's a coin I believe is going to be here for a long time. I like the project. See, this is something I would catch a falling knife on. I would gobble up as much Wild on the lows as possible. Just something that I would do. Bit of a cup and handle there for Wild. Last time I saw it in a cup and handle, I played it and it made massive gains. Almost a double bottom too as well. Remember someone asking about THETA. Am I wrong? Saw it in this falling wedge. They could break to the upside. Bit of a double bottom, but the daily spent again, and you're not making moves. We'd have to just go sideways in the zone like we did here. So not a lot of love there. 3-day looks great like everything else. 3-day looks good with a big, strong candle. See how these 3-day candles go in a day and 22 hours. So if we trade the 3-day and the 3-day only, I mean, that's the chart that looks the strongest. Could we make massive gains on the 3-day out of Theta? Back to $1.70? I can't believe Theta's at 119. Interesting. I'm going to do some more expert scans. I'm going to find out if there's anything worth looking at, and I'm going to post it to the trading group. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, sorry about that. Check. Sorry about that. I noticed that I was not on the screen. What I was saying here was, I was saying shout out to Jacob Canfield. Awesome guy who supports my channel. Always retweets me. Nice dude. He's got 90,000 subs, and he's a nice guy. So shout out to Jacob. Give him a like. Say what up. Say what up, Jake. From the Lifers. Say the Lifers love you, Jacob. He was one of my first teachers. Helped me a lot in technical analysis. Really gave me a front, a standing, a foundation. And we're doing a bear market special too. Join the bear market. Join the trading group for $9.99 and get 2 months free plus the beginner's course. Email cryptolifers@gmail. Can't wait to get you one in there. Everybody, we're out for the day. I want to look at, fly still looking kind of tight. We'll be in the trading group looking at that together just in casa. Flux did damage too. Look, Flux did damage up for gains. Look at this. Flux popped for about 10, 11%. And look, it's still tight in the channel now. Let's just redraw Flux for you. You're lucky. I don't know why I came back for more. Flux looks like it's going to explode. I really like Flux. Flux is on my radar. If any coin is hot, it's going to be the Fluxinator. I'm telling you right now, in my opinion. You do whatever makes you happy. 38% gains possibly coming out of Flux. That last one made some gains. Can it continue? Take a look at that 4 hour. It's ready to rock and roll, baby. I like what I'm seeing here for Flux. Bit of bearish divergence there, but it could be getting followed out. Also, inside the RSI, this is a bullish pattern. I got to go start my computer. I got to go to trade Flux real quick. 50 minutes low, ready to go. I like what I'm seeing for Flux. Bang, bang, bang. On the 1 hour, also for Flux, oversold. 15 oversold, 1 hour oversold, 4 hour Flux in the ascending triangle. And I pulled Flux out of the back of my buttocks at the last minute on this live stream, but it may have saved the stream, everybody. Flux for massive gains. 1 hour oversold. All right. 4 hour oversold. And the 15-minute is oversold as well. Bang. All right. Everyone, I'm out for the night. Thank you so much for being here. Quick freebies. Bolt Inu looking tight too. You just might want to look at Bolt. Anyway, I'm out for the night. Thank you. It's Saturday night. I want to go, say goodnight to my daughter and say, I love you, baby. Then give my wife a kiss and hold her. I like big Flux and I cannot lie. When a big on Flux, just can't deny.